the Confederates come into, they don't make it into Pennsylvania in '62 except for a postscript to the Antietam campaign, Stuart's Chambersburg raid. And here again, the civilian population is starting to feel more of the sting of war. In retribution for the Union taking prominent Confederate civilians hostage in Virginia, Lee orders that hostages be taken in Pennsylvania. A bunch of them are taken in the Mercersburg area. One, Perry Rice, a local attorney, will end up in Libby Prison and die in Libby Prison. Stuart's raid is the first Chambersburg raid. It does great destruction to the Cumberland Valley Railroad. And also it's a key factor in the dismissal of George B. McClellan from his role as commander of the Union Army at Potomac. It has an economic impact, not only the destruction of the railroad and the railroad shops at Chambersburg, but a lot of livestock is taken from local farmers. Then in 1863, of course, the Gettysburg Campaign, and that reaches the 5 south central counties of Pennsylvania. It's tens of thousands of dollars of destruction to property. Over 100,000 head of livestock is taken out. But when these livestock are taken out, they're taken down various major roads and side roads back to Maryland and Virginia. So again, imagine the pollution from all this movement of livestock, and then the regular cavalry horses and the artillery horses. I mean, it would be a mess. We go to Gettysburg or Antietam today, and there's neatly plowed, cut fields and mowed fields. It's a very serene appearance, but it wasn't back then, and the routes to and from these areas and through these communities. There are no Route 81 bypasses. All that humanity, all those animals are going to go right through the center of your town. And most of these campaigns are in the warm weather. So think of the flies, the insects, and then the threat of disease from that. I know it's not very appetizing, but this talking about impact on the home front, this is what I'm trying to talk about tonight. It's not all just Scarlett O'Hara, you know, pretty having balls and sanitary fairs and whatnot. In 1864, the most devastating of the Confederate visitations, the most immediate devastation of a Confederate visitation, comes to Pennsylvania. That's McCausland's raid and the resulting burning of Chambersburg. On 30 July 1864, John McCausland with around 2,800 Confederate cavalry come to Chambersburg and levy a tribute on the town, $500,000 in greenbacks or $100,000 in gold. The town has neither. The town is put to the torch. More than 500 structures are destroyed, and approximately 2,000 people are left homeless. Now there's a residual impact here. 2,000 homeless. Where will a lot of them go? A lot of them will come up here to Harrisburg. There's a tremendous refugee problem, and that we could do a separate study. I don't think it's been done yet, but a tremendous refugee problem following these various battles and campaigns, because as soon as the word gets out that the rebels are coming, people pack up their belongings that they can, their livestock, their horses that they can, and they head up the Valley Pike, Route 11, and they head to points north, Carlisle and Harrisburg. And Harrisburg frequently finds itself overwhelmed with these refugees that have fled northern Virginia, western Maryland, and south central Pennsylvania at various times during the Civil War.